Do you ever wonder why people in this country, and generally speaking in the West, have no longer any respect for the mainstream media? Well, it's not just because of the last few years their bias has become more obvious. People don't mind if you're open about your leanings. People that have a problem with mainstream media outlets that pretend to be impartial. In reality, they keep showing their bias. Another reason is because of people like Sam Coates, the deputy political editor of Sky News, who goes outside number 10 Downing Street and shouts and screams at politicians, they think that people like Sam Coates, that they are there on behalf of the general public, and that's what people want. Shouting at government ministers. I mean, some of you will be like, well, yeah, the government ministers are so annoying, but I will shout at them too. But not because of that. They think if they shout to ask a question, do you really expect to get an answer from a government minister? I'm going to show you this clip. You might have seen it on social media since yesterday. I'm going to show you Sam Coates basically screaming at nothing outside Downing Street.
Did you lie at the dispatch box, Prime Minister? Why did you try and stop Sue Gray publishing her report, Prime Minister?
Yeah, because he's going to stop shaking hands and just be like, I'm going to answer this question. It's a very, very important question. I definitely have not been running away from these sort of questions, so I'm just going to answer it. Yeah, well done, Sam Coates. It gets worse.
Do you endorse law breaking in Cabinet, Priti Patel?
Why?
Foreign Secretary. Is Partygate embarrassing on the world stage, Foreign Secretary? Are you being loyal to save your job? Do you think a future Prime Minister would make you Foreign Secretary? Do you want to replace Boris Johnson?
You literally asked 4 questions in a row. Even if I were Liz Truss, and there will be one person, usually Jacob Rees-Mogg actually is one of the rare politicians that actually sometimes answer questions, even if you're annoying, like trolling him, he just stands there and answers the question. But even if she wanted to answer the question, you just ask 4 or 5 questions in a row. They're all stupid questions, by the way. Why? Is this just to get the hits? Because at work, I'm literally talking about you on my channel, so technically Sam Coates won, right?
Would you defend anything at all, Grant Shapps?
That was stupid.
Simon Clarke, why did you get the facts wrong yesterday over the Sue Gray report meeting? Are you embarrassed by getting the facts wrong? Does Partygate enhance this government's reputation, Suella?
This is good.
Good morning to you.
I'm pretty sure he was actually surprised that someone actually responded to him. Firstly, well done, Suella, for just coming back with good morning. And he was actually surprised. Let's just quickly go back because it's quite funny how he didn't actually expect any response. And watch this.
Enhance this government's reputation, Suella. Good morning to you. Did you discuss Partygate in Cabinet, Deputy Prime Minister?
He almost got the title wrong. That was funny. Good. Well done.
Has Boris Johnson got a better grip on government than you had on the Foreign Office last year?
Oh, God.
Did Boris Johnson lie at the dispatch box, Nadim Zahawi?
Dispatch.
Or would you prefer to succeed him as Prime Minister? Did you talk about Partygate in Cabinet, or is it easier to hear no evil and see no evil?
Matters to discuss.
I bet there are.
Why is he flirting with Anne-Marie? Okay, so this is the state of the legacy media in this country. And I wonder why. Channels like ours are actually getting more views on a daily basis than your Sky News shows and other old school news reporting shows. It makes no sense why they're not learning from their own mistakes. The new channels being created like GB News and others, we thought that channels like Sky and Channel 4 and ITV, apart from the BBC, there will be some sort of reformation and, becoming more modern and slightly more in touch with society. But I have met a lot of these legacy media people like Sam Coates and others in Westminster. Some of them, they genuinely believe that what they do is what people want. They genuinely believe that they are in touch with society and they are essentially the lawyers of the electorate. So people really want Sam Coates to go out there and flirt with Anne-Marie and basically shout at Nadim Zahawi saying, do you really want to be the next Prime Minister? Because, Nadim Zahawi is going to literally stop going to his meeting and answer the question, I'm about to see the Prime Minister, but I'm just going to answer you, I'm going to replace Boris Johnson. It makes no sense. But this is the state of British media and British politics if you're feeling left out. In case, especially if you're watching it from abroad, America and other places, you're not missing out much. Thanks again, guys, for watching. This is the end of today's news shows and everything else. Thanks for all the support. Subscribe to the channel On my TC and we are the media, Sam Coates.